to my YouTube channel. We are going to be starting the series on .NET programming, specifically VB.NET, and we are going to be using Visual Studio 2019, and we are going to start with basic concepts and then some advanced topics in VB.NET. So let's get started. So I'm simply going to add the data set that is to add one or more tables and to get the record of those tables. So we are going to add data adapter, and I'm just going to delete these text boxes, and I'm going to create a data grid, going to view, toolbox, and here you can see data grid view. I'll drag here and ask you to choose source, so I will add project data source, and from here I will click database. Next, then I will click data set. I want to have a set of data, and then a company. No, I want basically my company. The name of my database is my company, so I'm going to be using this one. Okay, next, okay, yes, I will like to copy everything. My company connection string. Okay, next, tables. Okay, so here we have basically created a grid in which we can simply go and simply we are just going to, we don't have to give anything here. Basically I haven't changed anything in the code. It's on load, it is going to fill the data. So let's build the solution. So basically it does not have any error. Then I'm going to debug, start debugging, and here you see all the data is coming. ID was 1. ID is coming because it's the primary key, it's coming by default. I displayed only the company name, so you can also go further. Location, see the location, the product that was given, you can also just drag it a little bit so that we see all the data. So let's build it again, then debug, start debugging, and it will show me properly. See all the records you can see. So this is how you see all the record. Just make a data grid and give it the name of database. You don't have to write any code, and previously you had to write some code to get the data from the database. Insert query, and about the update query and delete query, you people have to practice it. I have also given it in the lab exercise file as well. So now when we have to insert, you can see that we have made many changes. First, in the query I have simply written insert into suppliers, company name, location, product. These are the fields where I want to enter, and the value are being entered like this, right? IJK. What is IJK? I have this form which has these 3 fields, and I'm going to simply, when I press the button, I want to enter something here, and when I press the button, the data should go to the database. So IJK are strings, you see here, and I have initialized I to the value or text of text box 1, J to the text box value of entered in text box 2, and K for text box 3. So here I have given @I, @J, @K. So when you give, for example, if you try to write IJK, the SQL server, or sorry, the basically .NET or VB.NET won't consider them as variable. It would just consider them as plain text, and it won't execute properly. It would not run and will not give you proper output, and will have issues. So we have to use @I, @J, @K. Basically you are telling that we are going to be using variables, and then here after here you will give my command, my SQL query, my connection. After that there is another difference. You don't have to give reader. Okay, don't declare any reader, because for my reader, and this was for the select query. We are now using the insert query, no need for reader. Simply line to execute the query, and my command, what is my command? This is the instance of OLEDB command. So dot parameters dot add with value. So what we are going to do, that these parameters would be added with their values. So at I represents the variable I, this one. At j represents the variable j. At k represents the variable k. So you would have to do it every time when you want to insert a variable as a value. And if you want to directly enter a value, you can simply write it in single quotes. For example, Aisha, comma, single quotes, ABC, comma, single quotes, whatever you want to give. These are hard-coded values, but if you want to insert value of a variable, you would have to give like this, name of variable, and before that you have to give the @ sign, and after execution of this query you have to give for every variable assign the value, otherwise it won't assign the value and would not work properly. So I'm going to build the solution, then I'm going to start debugging. For example, I want to insert a company name Aisha's, and I want it to be location to be Lahore, and description is for example books. I will click button 1. I can also display a message on click of this button. Now I'm going to open my database and see the suppliers table. See here, Aisha Lahore books, it is inserted. And why I didn't insert this? Because this is auto generated, so for every new record this ID will be automatically inserted, and it's a primary key. So that's how you can use your insert command. You can delete the data, you can also update your data.